Beast Law was performed in front of a live studio audience.
I am Beast, call the plays, AI got the math. Fantasy winners, no looking back. It's Beast Law! Who runs the game? Beast Law! The Lil has spoken!
Welcome to Beast Law Fantasy Basketball Episode 4, joined by the living point guard, Ty Lawson.
Sir, we was in first place, second, and third yesterday, but today it's time to win some money. Let's get to it.
We're playing for $100,000 today, but before we do that, Ty, got to ask, it's the day before the All-Star break. Do players mentally check out on this day?
Some players do check out sometimes, depending if they're on a good team or bad team. If they're on a bad team, they checked out. They already got their reservations made. They know where they're going. They're going to be on the beach, and they already packed. So, yeah, some tech players check out, but the good teams, they're going to be locked in. It's time for Law Vision, and I'm about to break down all the games.
5-game NBA slate. First game on the slate, Kings at Pelicans. No Zion for the Pelicans.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough game for the Pelicans. You know, they traded everybody away. Zion's out. So I feel like this is going to be an easy win for the Kings, and it might be a blowout. I feel like DeMar's going to have a big game. Zach LaVine, they're going to get everything they want. They're bigger guards, and they're just going to be attacking the whole game. And I just don't see anything the Pelicans are going to be doing. I think it's going to be a blowout. They're mentally checked out, I think, for the season. So this is going to be anybody's going to have a big game today. But, of course, DeMar and Zach LaVine, they're going to have huge games today.
Since the Kings traded away Fox, they don't really have a true point guard. Do you see anyone like leading the way, handling the ball the entire game?
Nah, they're all ball handlers. They're not like, get other people involved. But DeMar can bring the ball up. Zach LaVine can bring the ball up. And, of course, Malik Monk, he's trying to be that point guard-esque person, but he's a scorer. He's trying to get to that Baja, get a bucket.
What type of night are we looking at for Sabonis in the middle?
Sabonis, same thing. There's no bigs, man. He's gonna have the whole team's gonna have whoever they want. So it's just like who's getting the ball the most. They're gonna all have big nights. He's gonna have a big rebounding night. Maybe they try to double him since DeMar DeRozan's not a big three-point shooter. But they got shooters all over the place. Keegan Murray can shoot, Zach LaVine can shoot the three, and Malik Monk. Even though Zach LaVine, he's going through a struggle right now, but from three. But that's what they might try to do: double Sabonis, and make DeMar and Zach LaVine shoot threes.
With no Zion, it's usually CJ McCollum and Trey Murphy doing a lot of the heavy lifting. What type of nights do you see from both of them?
I mean, they're gonna have I think they might have a big night, but they're gonna be doubled all day. They're not gonna. The Sacramento Kings is not gonna let them just get their 30 or whatever it is. They're gonna make sure they don't score. Make Jose Alvarado and Carlo make them score. Make them be their big scorers, which I don't think they can do.
Jonas Valanciunas off the bench. Do you see anything from him?
Everything he wants. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of rebounds. He's going to, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. So, I mean, they're going to be big in the middle. The whole team's going to get what they want. It just depends whose day it is.
And then the last question, is there someone on the Pelicans bench that you see having a surprise game?
Having a surprise game, maybe Bruce Brown, just for, he's going to get a lot of minutes at the point guard position, and he hustles a lot, so he might get those loose balls, those long rebounds. That's the main person I see. I would go with Bruce Brown and maybe Jordan Hawkins, but everybody's gonna get a lot of minutes today. So I don't think it's gonna be a very, very competitive game, but those are the two that I will watch out for.
Okay, and Ty likes the Kings to blow them out.
Out of there.
Out of there. Second game on the slate, we got the Warriors at the Rockets. Warriors lost a tough one in Dallas last night.
Yeah, it was a tough one. A lot of big shots made towards the end. And they actually fought. They fought back. They actually played a really good game. It's just that it was too much Kyrie. Kyrie, we missed out on him yesterday, but he was knocking down big threes. You see that stretch where he hit 3 threes in a row? Had the crowd going like – there's too much to come back from. They did tie it up and almost had to go ahead, points, but it was just too much Kyrie.
What about in this matchup specifically? Aaron Holiday getting the start against Steph. Does he shut down Steph?
I don't think he shuts down Steph, but it is coming off a back-to-back. Steph Curry, he is a tough player. He does perform well on back-to-backs, but that was a tough game last night, and they probably got in late last night to Houston, and I think it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. He gonna get it going, but it's not going to be that right off the back Steph Curry, I think.
What do you see for the Rockets offense? How do they run it today?
I think they run the same way. They've been running the offense a lot through Sagoon and then also Amen Thompson. He's been stepping up and being that player that can get you a triple, whatever you need. He can get you literally what he's Mr. Fix It. You need defense, he got you. You need rebounds, you got you. Backdoor cuts, or he'll come down and he will score. He just can't shoot the ball from three too well right now, but that's coming. He's one of the top players that I see in this league come forward.
Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, what do you expect from both of them?
I think Jimmy Butler's gonna have a strong game. He always plays hard. He gets I don't know where he gets that energy from, but I think he's gonna have a good game. And because they might have to put Amen Thompson on Steph Curry.
Mm.
Uh and yeah, sitting Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. But yeah, I think he's gonna have a tough game. He's still gotta deal with Dylan Brooks. It's gonna be a tough game overall. This is a tough back-to-back with Houston.
Who do you see winning in this game?
I see Houston winning this game.
Is there anyone on the bench for either team that you see having a sleeper type of game?
And Przinski, I think he's gonna be a sleeper. He's gonna get a lot of minutes, especially with the back to back. Buddy Hill haven't been playing too well, and then he didn't have a good game, too good of a game last night, so I think he'll bounce back from that. And then uh on the other side, I'll maybe go with Cam Whitmore. They're all gonna get a lot of minutes this game. I don't know if Reed Shepard's gonna play, but I think Cam Whitmore is gonna have a big game off the bench, and maybe Jason Tate.
Third game of the slate, Miami Heat at Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks still without Gafford and Anthony Davis.
Yes, I think the Dallas Mavericks are still going to win. I mean, they had a tough game last night, but they're still at home. All right, and the Miami Heat is coming in. They're playing decent so far, but I still think Dallas Mavericks at home. They're gonna get that. They got that extra juice. I seen Kyrie talking last night on the after game show, and he has that juice. He wants to get a win. He wants to keep this team going. He knows it's a lot on him, so I think he's gonna show that leadership and get them going.
What type of night do you see Bam doing against a smaller Dallas team?
Bam's gonna have his way. He's on my team for sure. I'm picking this guy for sure tonight because he's knocking down three and he's gonna overpower a lot of people. But I think he's gonna have a big night tonight.
Does Clay still have that unlimited clip that you were talking about yesterday?
Yes, he does. Does he ever shut it off? I've never seen him shut his clip off. Man, he never puts it in the holster. He has it locked and loaded and ready to go every game. So yeah, Clay, I think he's gonna get his shots up today, especially with Andrew Wiggins and all them. Andrew Wiggins on the other side. That was kind of his replacement. So I think he's gonna have a little animosity too tonight.
I like that. For the Mavericks, they're going small. They have Kessler Edwards, they got OMP, and they got Najee Marshall. If you had to pick one to have a good game, who would you go with?
I like Najee. Najee he plays well. He plays within himself, but he also gets timely buckets too. So I like his game and just how under control he always is.
You got two defensive stoppers. You got Davion Mitchell for the Heat, who's likely going to be guarding Kyrie, and Max Christie likely guarding Hero. What do you see for both Hero and Kyrie with these matchups?
I think that Hero he's going to have a little trouble. I think he's going to have a big game tonight, but I think it's not going to be efficient. And you said Kyrie, right?
Yeah, with Davion Mitchell guarding him.
That's a little tough because Davion Mitchell, he's the pesky defender. He's always getting over the ball screens. I don't know how he does it because when I played them ball screens, I hated those. Getting hit in the knee. The thing is, when they hit you in your knee, then you feel it for the next 5 days. So I don't know how he does it, but getting over the ball screen, he'll be good. But one-on-one defense against Kyrie is still Kyrie Island. Kyrie's going to do what Kyrie does. So Well, I think Kyrie's gonna still have a big night tonight.
And who do you got winning this game?
I'll tell you, I'm going with that with Dallas. I'm going with Dallas. I like their spirit yesterday. They're going hard. I'm with them right now.
Love it. Fourth game of the slate, Oklahoma City Thunder, Minnesota Timberwolves. Who do you like?
Man, you know I gotta go with Silky Shea. Shea's been out here killing, making it look very, very easy, getting to the basket, threes, just always under control. So I'm going with just the OKC Thunder. Their team is overall just better. Chet's back. They're gliding through everybody. I don't think there's anything that the Wolves is going to do tonight to slow them down.
You got SGA, Anthony Edwards, two superstars. What do you predict? Well, Lou Dort's going to be on Anthony Edwards. So let me ask you first, what do you expect Anthony Edwards to do against Dort?
I feel like it's going to be a very physical game on both sides because Lou Dort lets it get physical and Anthony Edwards doesn't back down. So it's going to be an entertaining night. You know, even though Lou Dort, he don't really talk too much, but he gets up in your face. So I think Anthony Edwards he's going to struggle a little bit tonight. Also, you know, with Jalen Williams, he's a good defender, very long. Shea's very long, and they got bigs in the middle. So unless he's coming off the ball screens and Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein is back from the ball screen, he loves to shoot threes. Unless he's hitting those threes, which are tough, then I don't think he's going to have too big of a night.
I assume Jaden McDaniels is likely going to be guarding SGA. Does that limit SGA? What type of night do you expect, stat wise?
SGA, he's just a smart player. It don't matter if you're long, you're physical, you're off him. He's going to figure his way at his own pace to score. So whatever he wants tonight, he's going to get. And off the pick and roll, Jaden McDaniels can't stay in front of him on the pick and roll. So it's going to be on Nas Reed and Rudy Gobert, and everybody knows that Rudy Gobert is not the best pick and roll defender. So it's going to be a big night for, I think, Shea.
Do you have a funny story with you and Rudy?
Nah, I just know going into the game, Rudy Gobert, he's gonna be playing back. So I'm like, I got everything I want. I can come off the screen, I can cut back. If he switches, I'm throwing it up. If not, I'm bringing it back out and I'm going one on one with him. His feet don't move too fast. Just Rudy, it's an easy night, man. I'm licking my chops. I'm like, yes, I'm cool tonight. I'm gonna have a good 20 tonight.
I love that. For the bench on both teams, do you see any players standing out?
Uh, oh, on the bench, I probably see. I don't know. I probably see if Robert Dillingham gets in because you know he's going to be young and teams don't really know him and his game is really shifty. So I think he'll have a lot of points. He's going to put it up too. He's not shy about that. I think that Aaron Wiggins or Isaiah Joe is going to have a big night. You know they're going to come off the bench if they're doubling or trying to get the ball in Shea's hand. They're going to be in the weak side ready to shoot. And those are my two guys off the bench and maybe Robert Dillingham. The game's shifty. He's gonna get a lot of minutes tonight. And yeah, he's just teams don't know him yet, but he's a good player.
And then let me ask you this for the last question of this game. Sometimes it's just SGA taking over. Sometimes it's Jalen, going 50-50 with SGA. Sometimes it's Chet, where it's a 33 split between all three of them. What do you expect tonight?
I expect that SGA is probably gonna go off, and I like Chet to go off too, because he can shoot the three, and I know Rudy Gobert is gonna be guarding him. So off the pick and roll, he's gonna be stepping back, and he's gonna get a lot of wide open three opportunities. If they don't rotate to him, they might stunt to him the other guard. So it depends. If they rotate to him, then whoever's in the corner is gonna have a wide open threes, which will be Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, or Isaiah Joe. So I feel that Chet's either gonna have a lot of points from the three, or he'll have a lot of assists with the rotations.
Last, Anthony Edwards, point projections, and if he's not scoring, who's the second best scorer on this team?
If he's not scoring, he's going to probably be Nas Reed. Nas Reed's going to have a solid night, I think. He always does. And there's bigger guards with bigger. The other team has bigger centers than him, so he normally plays a little bit better because he can stretch the floor. And then he also drive off of it. And then also, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much. I think he's going to have a big game if Anthony Edwards don't.
And the winner of this game is?
OKC Thunder.
Oh.
They're running away with it.
Last game of the slate, the Clippers coming off a back-to-back, as well as the Jazz, as they defeated the Lakers. But the Jazz are going to rest Jordan Clarkson, Sexton's out, Markkanen's taking a rest, Kessler's taking a rest, and John Collins is taking a rest.
Yeah, I think those players are already at their vacation destination because why are they all taking off today? That's crazy. I know they beat the Lakers. They're all hyped. Yeah, we beat the Lakers, but they gotta come back another day, man. Spring break can wait. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough game for the Utah Jazz, no matter how you cook it. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers are coming in off a win. They're about business. They're playing for something this year. So they're going to come in and try to get this game. Normally, I'll be scared about back-to-backs because I always had back-to-backs playing in Denver, playing against Utah because you fly in super late. There's normally no food open because everything closes at like 9 p.m. over there. So you be struggling to get food. You might eat something bad, sleep late. So, but I think that, the Clippers is going to have their way this game.
There's no Kawhi Leonard tonight. Chris Dunn getting another start. He went off last night. What do you see for the Clippers offense tonight?
The Clippers offense is going to get everything they want. I know the Utah Jazz are still going to play hard. It's still a tough place to play if they get going. If they start getting some momentum early, the Clippers might be in a fight. But other than that, I think the Clippers should have a good game. I mean, an easy game. Chris Dunn, he did play well last night, surprised everybody. But yeah, he's gonna try to keep it rolling. He's playing for another contract, so he's gonna try to keep this bus going.
For the Utah Jazz, who do you see having a big offensive game?
Ah, ah, for the Utah Jazz, I will go with Isaiah Collier. He's a rookie. He's trying to get established. This is his time to start and go. So I already know that he's going to at least put it up or give his best foot forward or try to do something against. I'm guessing he went to USC. James is from Cali, so he's like, oh, it's my chance. So I think he's going to try to at least go hard. And Keontae George off the bench. I'm very familiar with his game, and I think he's going to have a good game tonight. Getting to the basket, scoring, maybe because he's not starting tonight too. At the same time, he's been there longer, so I think he had a little chip on his shoulder.
Your guy from Monday night, Hussein, was an amazing call. He knocked down like 3 or 4 3-pointers. Do you see him doing some damage tonight?
I think he'd be solid for sure. If he get open shots, he's gonna knock it down. Like you said, he's been playing well, and yeah, it's his time to shine. He's gonna have the ball in his hands. Everybody's gonna have the ball in their hands today, so I think he will have a decent game tonight.
And let me ask this, the big man matchup, Zubac against Filipowski. What's your thoughts?
Filipowski, the Duke guy. You already know how I feel about Duke. You know what I mean? We're going Ivan Zubac, man. We're not doing no Duke guys, man. All right, but all judgments aside and everything like that, I do go Ivan Zubac. I think he's gonna have a better game, not just because the other side it was a Duke player. I think he's just he plays his role very well, and I think he's gonna take advantage of the rookie.
So James Harden's likely going to get his. Norman Powell will probably take a bunch of shot attempts. Who do you see? And Zubac, of course. Who else do you see having a big offensive game for the Clippers?
I wonder if Ben Simmons is gonna get some minutes tonight. He's very. I'm looking at him because they gotta get him into the game. But I think also Amir Coffey, he's gonna have a big game or a lot of shots tonight. And Derek Jones Jr. just for his activity versus this type of team, he's gonna get probably a couple lobs, get to the basket. The hustle plays. So I think between them two, Amir Coffey and Derek Jones Jr., they might have a above average game tonight.
And the last question of the day, who do you got winning this game?
It's like, no, I got the LA Clippers. LA Clippers is going to get the win. They're going to be chill. They're going to be happy going to All-Star break. James is probably might get there early because this game's going to be done early. All right, man, it's roster building time.
It's the NBA 300K fadeaway, 100K to first. Ty, you ready to make some big plays?
Yes, sir. It's time to make some money, some good old money.
Let's get it. All right, Ty, I want you to take over. Here are all the best players of today. Who should we must play?
I think a must play is anytime the SGA is on the board, I think he's a must play. Got to play him because he's getting to 30.
If we get SGA, he's got to get 30, 10, and 10. Do you see that type of night tonight?
I know he's gonna get 30, but I don't know about the 10 and 10 because you know what I'm saying? Like I know he's gonna get his 30. Might get 40, but the 10 and 10, that's iffy tonight.
We'll
So
leave it for now. We can always edit down as we keep going. Who else do you see as a must play from this list?
I like a Chet Holmgren. He's a must play tonight. I think he's gonna have anything he wants with the pick and roll and Rudy Gobert in the game. So I think he's a must play tonight.
Who else do you see tonight?
Tonight, we have to go with somebody off the Kings because they might have a big night. I will go either with DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine. I think they're going to have a big game tonight. DeMar, what will he need to cover his 7K cost?
If he gets a solid 20 and 7, that's probably enough.
He's getting 20 and 7. I think he's getting 27. I think he's getting 20 and 7 tonight for sure. I like DeMar. He's gonna get a lot of shots up, the smaller guards. Trey Murphy got either guard Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan. So I think that even CJ McCollum and Trey Murphy won't be able to guard either one of them. So yeah, they're gonna have a big night tonight. So I'm going with DeMar DeRozan.
And if you want Zach LaVine, LaVine's got to get like 25, 5 and 5 type of night.
No, absolutely not. Let's save that 7K. All right.
Okay. Going down the list, you said you love Bam. You said he's on the team.
Bam, yeah. Bam's gonna have a big night with playing against Dallas. He's gonna be able to, if they do the pick and roll with Tyler Hero, Davion Mitchell, he's gonna catch that in the middle. He's gonna have a shot. He's gonna have a smaller person on him. He can just wheel and deal. So he's gonna have a good night tonight if his shot's falling, but I think it is.
Well, we didn't talk about where his other running mate down low. Do you see him doing anything in this type of matchup?
Other than probably rebounding, he might have a couple dunks and stuff like that, but I think that Bam is the obvious choice here, and he'll be solid tonight. But I don't think he's going to have a big game. His game is not predicated on having really, really big games like that.
As I scroll down slowly, what about CJ McCollum?
CJ McCollum, he's going to get shots up, but I think it's going to be pretty tough for him. Is he's going to get shots up, but I mean they don't have really too many other people to focus on except for him. So Christie's not going to let CJ McCollum just go off on them and give them that chance or that spark down in New Orleans to get their team going.
What about Norman Powell or James Harden? Are any of them must plays or Zubac?
No, Norman Powell's gonna get a lot of shots up. What's Zubac? Is he cheap? Is
He's
Zubac?
about the same price as Chet.
No, no, no. We're not doing that. He's Chet's. Yeah, Chet's gonna be a better option right there. I think today he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but he's gonna do a lot of work in it. Um,
Is Chet going to go for 20 and 7?
I think so. He's gonna have the opportunity to do it. I mean, he hasn't been playing much, but I think he's gonna have the opportunity with the shots and everything like that. And how what's name's playing fast too. Both teams are playing faster, so I think he's gonna have the opportunity. I like Nas Reed though.
Okay, if we go with Nas Reed, he's got to put up like similar numbers, 20 and 10,
I
15 and 10.
don't like him that much. What about Amen Thompson?
Amen Thompson's got to go almost triple double style. He's very pricey at 8,600, but he's been having some monster games. Put up 58 fantasy points with a triple double the other night.
I like him. I like his activity, especially against a team like this. They're gonna be playing fast and be a lot of open breaks. I like him.
We would have to downgrade a lot if we got him. Let me ask you this. Is there any other stars that you feel like are must play? Because if there are, then we have to downgrade one of our stars.
Well, you said SGA has need to have 30, 10, and 10. I don't think he's gonna have that.
Okay.
We'll downgrade him and put what's the name in there. Put him in there. Amen Thompson.
Okay. What we didn't really talk about his other guard mate, Jalen Green. What are your thoughts on Jalen Green tonight against Golden State?
Jalen Green, he's been having big games, but he also been having like off nights. It depends if he's streaky or not. They're playing at home, so he might have a good game, but I don't know. I'm skeptical about Jalen Green.
Looking at the shooting guards, you said Clay had an unlimited clip. Did you want to run Clay again after a big night last night?
For 5,500, I would take him. Yes, and
Okay.
Clay is good for that. For that value, I think we're going to get what we want from Clay. That's
Looking at the shooting guards, I know you mentioned Christie. Do you see Christie having another big night, or do you want to keep looking for someone better?
We'll keep looking for now for somebody better.
Okay. You mentioned Hawkins off the bench, Hussein off the bench, or actually starting tonight. Looking at small forwards.
Oh, it was Hawkins. It was somebody else. We can take.
Oh,
I
Bruce Brown was the other guy on that team.
I would go with Bruce Brown. He's also trying to play for somewhere else too. His contract's up, right? I
Well, he
think.
definitely has Lana Rhodes baby payments to make.
Yeah, man, them things get expensive. So yeah, let's go ahead. I like either Isaiah. I want to put Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins in there. One of them two.
Oh, let's see where Isaiah Joe is. He's probably lower. Okay, at 4,100. Uh, he does he does have to have a, you know, 16, 15 points off the bench.
One of them are going to have it. I know for a fact one of these people are going to have it. I just don't know who. They both play the same position, like same type of game, but 16 points off the bench.
Aaron Wiggins has to have a solid game for he has to have like a Klay Thompson type of game.
What, 20?
Yeah, like something like that. I mean,
Let's go with Joe. Let's go with Joe. I think he's gonna have a very, very solid game tonight.
okay. We'll keep Joe for now. Can always head it down. Looking at Ford, we talked about all the Fords on Dallas. There's Prosper, there's Edwards, there's Najee Marshall. Do any of them have a big enough night, or Keegan Murray?
I like Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray or Marshall. I like either of those two. Marshall's gonna get a lot of minutes tonight too. I think. Let's go with Marshall, Najee Marshall. What did he have last night?
Najee Marshall played 30 minutes. He finished with 10 points, 8 boards, almost hit value, not quite.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Najee.
Okay.
I like Najee. Even not the last game before that, but the other three games he definitely hit. I think go back to his stats. Three games before the last two, he hit his marks.
Yeah, he had 20 points, 19 points, 16 points.
Yeah,
Start making
he's very solid because when they double Kyrie or Kyrie has to kick it, he's on the other side and he makes very solid decisions, very easy basketball. So that's why I like Najee so bad.
All right, so our last player of the day, we can always edit one more time. We're looking at the bench players. We got Amir Coffey as one of the guys. Chris Dunn's actually questionable. He was unable to finish the game, so he might not even play.
Yeah, I don't
Do you
think he's
like
gonna.
do you like Amir Coffey coming off the bench?
You know, I'm a big Amir Coffee fan, man. Amir Coffee drinks his coffee before he gets in the game. Because he be running around, he does everything you need. I love Amir Coffee. Also, when I was in LA, I was to see him work out and I seen how hard and how passionate he was. So I know that, you know what I'm saying, when they call his name, it's not gonna be no shortage of coffee.
I like that. Looking at this roster one last time, I just want to show you some other guards that are in the same price ranges as Isaiah Joe, just so you know. That rhymed. Aaron Holiday, if we want to go really low, but that's going low. Your boy Gary Payton II, which was an amazing call yesterday, 14 points off the bench. He was Ty's bench player of the game for Golden State.
I'm trying to figure out if how they're gonna play defense with the Houston Rockets. Let me look at their because they're not gonna be doubling to him. He's big when teams double and have to, you know. I think they'll be solid on defense. They got Jalen Green. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have a big night tonight. Segun might have actually Segun's gonna have I think he's gonna have a solid night. I mean, he's big. He takes his time too. Like Draymond Green normally can play against the big centers that like the Rudy Gobert's and stuff like that. But Segun takes his time down there, got good footwork. So I think, yeah, let's go. Let's sub Segun. And I'm surprised I missed this.
You want to go Sengun instead of Thompson?
Yeah,
Okay.
I really want both of them. I want to take Isaiah Joe out of there before. I don't think he's gonna have a bit 16-point game though.
Okay, then let's take Isaiah Joe out, put Thompson back. We got to downgrade either Chet. We got to downgrade Chet or Najee Marshall.
I know. I like Chet. Hopefully he's not quite. Hopefully he
That's
plays, but I like Chet. So I not. Shit.
we can't even do that. If we downgrade Najee Marshall, that's actually way too much, or it's not going to even do it. So we have to get rid of Sengun and then put Coffee back. So it's between Sengun and Thompson if you want to do that, or we can put Sengun in for Bam.
What does Sagoon need to have to cover?
If he gets a 20-10 7 game, he kills it.
Does he normally get 20 10s and 7s?
Like this 17 and 13 game was enough with 5 assists, but like this 16, 10 and 7 was good. Actually, it wasn't enough. This 24 and 20 was enough.
Yeah, let's go with Sagoon. I like him big in this game. They don't have no bigs down there to battle them for real. And the bigs that they do have, I think he's going to eat them alive. Can't believe I forgot Sagoon.
Well, didn't forget him at the buzzer, so we're good. Actually, if we do this, this doesn't work because now we don't have a point guard and Coffee can't find a spot on this roster. I'll edit it around so it's a lot quicker than this.
Okay.
If we go back to how we had it, we can leave it at that.
All right, Sagoon and Chet. What about that?
Sengun in for Chet? Okay.
I think Sagoon's gonna have a bigger night than Chet.
Okay, fair enough. That's perfect. Then we put Amir Coffee there, and that leaves us with the bench player of the night. Sengun in for Chet. Roster's looking good. Need one more player.
Yeah, it's looking solid. And man, I think you know what time it is. I think it's time for the Beast to come through with the solid player of the night.
My beast of the night is Brandon Williams, coming off of a very thin Dallas Mavericks bench, which is searching for anybody that can play. Brandon Williams has already outplayed Hardy and is now the primary guard coming off the bench. He's electric and he knows he needs to score his buckets now in order to stay in the NBA. All right, so Brandon Williams it is.
Yep, I think the team looks solid. I think we're going to be in the running. I think this is a solid team. I think it really do. And the law has spoken.
I am Sports Prophet AI, custom built by Beast to predict and analyze sports games. I finished in the 98th point, 7 percentile ESPN NFL Playoff Challenge, picking the Eagles to beat the Chiefs. My lock of the day is the Dallas Mavericks plus 1.5. I expect them to win 117-110 over Miami. Kyrie splashes 31 points with 7 assists. Beast Law.
Ty and Beast call the plays, AI got the math. Fantasy winners, no looking back. It's Beast Live!